So what's your current project that you're working on, in case anybody doesn't know?
Oh, good lord.
I'm sure there's a long list.
My new book just came out called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Heaven.
Okay.
Which is essentially a book about the various experiences that I've had with ghosts and the paranormal, and me trying to figure out what these things are from a hopefully fairly unique standpoint. Because I've never been satisfied with the various answers that are out there, whether it's religious or these quote-unquote supernatural things like ghost hunting groups and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was just me trying to figure it out from a more common sense point of view, because honestly I'm not on either side of that fence. So what do I think it is? And,
right.
It's you know, I tell a bunch of stories about the things I've seen, the places I've lived and worked, and I also try to figure a bunch of stuff out.
Right. Awesome. Cool. So you have a new comic?
Well, yeah. I mean the House of Golden Bones miniseries is actually the final issue comes out July 31st.
Right.
And then the collected trade comes out. We're thinking in October.
Okay, fair enough. Sounds good. All right, so most of my readers would kill me if I didn't at least go on in the music world. So,
of course,
what is going on music-wise?
Music-wise, I'm not really doing anything right now except for trying to getting demos together for the Slipknot album that we are going to start working on next year.
Okay.
And probably the first half of next year. We don't have a deadline or a timetable or anything like that. We're starting just kind of throwing music at each other and see what happens. And but that's the plan for next year.
Okay. Any goal as far as what avenue to take for that type of music? A little heavier, a little softer, more melodic?
I mean, the thing that I've learned with Slipknot is it doesn't really matter what we set out to make. Sometimes, probably 99% of the time, it ends up not becoming anything we thought it was. Sure. But it's definitely going to be a Slipknot album.
Right.
I mean, we're all finally at the point where we're looking forward to it. You know?
Awesome.
And it's really feeling like it's time to move on.
Right. Awesome. Yeah. It's always good when you actually really want to work on something. Always comes out better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You force it, not so much.
And that's why we waited. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of people after Paul died who wanted us to run right into a studio, and it's like, can we breathe?
Yeah.
For a second?
Exactly.
We just lost our brother.
Exactly. Right.
I mean, we're coming out. We're playing these shows because we want the fans to celebrate Paul the way we do.
Exactly.
Can you give us 5 minutes to get our collective shit together? Basically?
Right. Exactly.
And now that we've, it's been 3 years now. It's insane.
It has.
It feels like it's time. It's the right time.
Right.
It's the respectful time.
Exactly.
To start doing it now.
Sure.
And I'm glad we waited.
Yeah, for sure. I think that'll be. It'll come out in the album that you waited, and the album will come out as a proper album and not disrespectful or rushed or this isn't what I expected.
We made this album on our terms.
Exactly.
Because we wanted to, not because a bunch of people thought it was the right.
And you can't get more metal than that. Exactly. Right. So, if you were able to work on a project that was not a comic book, not an album, just anything, if you had time, what would that be?
I want to be a dead body on NCIS.
Nice.
So, everybody asks me if I want to get into acting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes and no. Like, I mean, I don't want to be the guy who stars. He's the over the title star.
Right.
I just want to be the guy in the background that people go, hey, was that Corey Taylor?
I know that guy.
That's what I want to do.
Nice.
Like, everything else is crap as far as I'm concerned.
You should be a zombie on Walking Dead.
Thank you.
That would be easy.
That's the stuff I want to talk. That's the stuff I want to do. Or even if I did kind of get a starring turn, I would want to be like the serial killer.
Yeah.
Like chasing the kids around.
Exactly. Right.
Camp Winnebago or something like that. Like that's the stuff I like. It's the stuff in the cracks, man. Because everything, the fact that I get to do all of this stuff is extra anyway.
Right.
I've had no acting training, none of that stuff.
Right.
Who the hell would I be? If I came out, it's like, I'm going to star in the next Spielberg film.
Yeah.
It's like, people would
Nobody
tell
would
me
believe
to
you.
go- they
Exactly.
basically tell me to go pound sand. you know?
Exactly.
So I just want to do something cool that I
Yeah.
can look back on and go, that's me. That's
Right,
me right
and
there.
still be you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
that's the big catch. All right, so our magazine does everything. We do comic books, video games, movies, TV shows. We'll even get into sports. If we find out a sports guy's into metal, we'll talk about that guy.
Yeah.
If a band does a beer, we'll do that. So, from that perspective, what do you do to unwind?
What do I do? Oh, good lord. There's a lot that I do to unwind.
That's cool.
I get up. Usually I get up pretty early and have about an hour and a half to myself in the morning before the wife and the kids get up.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'll get up and I'll write.
Okay.
I'll read comics if I've picked up new titles. I watch a lot of Sports Center.
Right.
Well, actually, First Take on ESPN too.
Sure.
I'll catch up on Doctor Who, which is on early
Awesome.
on BBC America.
Yep.
I'll get on YouTube and watch episodes of QI, which is an English show, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna do whatever, I'll grab a
Right.
guitar and I'll start writing songs.
Nice.
I do more creative stuff when I'm trying to unwind than when I do when I'm actually on the clock.
Right.
So,
Sure.
but that's the cool thing about it is that
Yeah.
I'm so relaxed. The creation comes to me.
Right.
The inspiration comes to me.
Sure.
I don't try to force anything.
Yeah. That wouldn't be creative.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just kind of have my coffee, have a cigarette, and I just chill.
Yeah. That's good. It's kind of minus the cigarette. That's what I do.
Exactly.
I somehow gave up smoking. Got away from that. So
This is my last year. Like I said, I'm gonna quit before 40. So,
Nice.
Yeah. So I turned 40 on December 8th. So
all right. Well,
it's time.
it's a good goal. Yeah. So, any other musical projects going on, maybe, or?
No, that's about it. I mean, other than getting together next year to do the new Slipknot album.
Right.
Might do some twos and threes here and there if people
Okay.
come to me with offers. But
Right.
other than that, I'm basically taking the rest of the year off.
Nice.
With the exception of doing 2 shows in October with Slipknot. So
Right.
I'm clean and clear, and nobody's getting me out of my house for a while.
There you go. Awesome. It's a good way. It's a good way to be.
It's a damn good way to be.
So almost every artist we've talked to has got a little collection of stuff they've recorded that they would never share because it's not the right kind of music. What do you have that's in that vein?
Dude, I've got so many little demos and stuff from when I was like 16 or 17.
Right.
First of all, my voice is so freaking high on
Yeah,
it.
I
It's
bet.
ridiculous. I've got a lot of stuff that, honestly, and some of that stuff ended up on the internet, so you can find a lot of that
Right.
stuff. All the way up until the first Stone Sour demo that really we recorded in 92, 93.
Yeah.
And, so it's, but at the same time, like, I got nothing to hide, man.
Yeah.
I put some of this stuff out like that
Right.
because I refuse to take any shit for the music that helped me get to where I am
Oh,
right
for
now.
sure. Yeah.
Because I was able to do that, I was able to kind of practice
Right.
and learn and
Yeah, yeah.
cut my teeth and make mistakes and really get to the point where I knew exactly what I wanted to do when the opportunity came.
Exactly.
So if anybody wants to cut me down for that,
Yeah,
you know what the hell
exactly.
you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. So another thing that we do, we run a couple other websites as well. We do a movie review website and we do a beer review website. So I'm assuming you must drink something. What's
I don't drink at all anymore.
No drinking at all.
I've been up on,
Perfect.
3.5 years. So
Awesome. That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Cool. So, on a movie perspective, what kind of movies do you like the most?
I have so many different loves when it comes to movies. I just love movies.
Yeah. Exactly.
Seeing as we're at Comic-Con,
Fair enough.
I'll get more into like the comic side of things. I love good comic book movies. The thing that pisses me off the most is when a motion picture company,
Right.
like the bigger companies, think they're smarter than the comic book company who put the thing out and made it big in the first place.
Exactly.
I've seen so many titles just get basically destroyed because of movie companies.
Yeah.
You take for Christ's sake, Wanted. It's a perfect goddamn.
That is a good example.
You look at the comic book, which is fantastic.
It is.
It's gnarly. It's great.
Yep.
And then you take the movie, which if you knew anything about the comic, you realize it didn't look anything like the fucking comic.
Right, yeah.
You know? Stuff like that, stuff like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen movie, which is just a boring piece of wheel shit.
Yeah.
It's a bum out when they think they know better because they look down on the comics.
Yeah,
you know?
And it could have been so much better.
Now, here we are, and Marvel is shoving it so straight in their face.
Exactly.
That's what I love.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
And fine, you know, I mean, it's good that the respect is coming around and it's showing the world that there's a reason why there are millions of comic book fans.
Exactly.
Because it's great stuff.
It is, yeah.
You know? It doesn't have to be Shakespeare.
No.
But it's cool as shit.
Exactly.
You know? So I love the fact that a lot of my dream projects are starting to come to fruition. You know, obviously with the Avengers.
Yeah.
And now Phase 2 is looking like it's going to be really badass.
Awesome.
And I'm excited for Phase 3 as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm being told we're out of time, so we'll cut this down.